We are in the last half of the year. If you want to spend the rest of your year creating serious growth or serious change, here are some things that I would focus on or do. Number one, design your Instagram feed for the rest of the year. So you're designing an imaginary Instagram feed for the rest of the year. You're the only person who is going to see this Instagram feed. It's full of photo dumps that have photos of all the cute activities you've done, the people that you've hung out with, nature you've visited, good food you've eaten. Visualize that feed for the rest of the year. What's on it? What does it look like? And get specific. Think specific restaurants that you would want on it. Visualize specific nature spots, specific people, specific outfits if that's your thing. Visualizing your Instagram feed is just a visual way to plan out your moments for the rest of the year. These are like your bullet points for the rest of the year. Life is made in these little moments on your weekends or your weeknights. You could actually physically complete this exercise using a tool like Canva, using other people's images or images from Pinterest, or you could just create like a written list of what kind of things you would want in said feed. I actually created a whole video on the importance of planning in your moments. If you want some more creative ideas on what kind of moments you could plan in, I'm gonna have that link down below. The next thing I would do is rewrite any why me stories. In Kim Schneiderman's book, Step Out of Your Story, she talks about these why me moments and how she approaches them. Why me moments are moments where she feels victimized by other people, by her circumstances, by life, the universe. And she talks about how whenever she has a why me moment, she imagines reading about the same situation in a novel. She'll ask herself, what would I hope that the character would do in this situation? How would I hope that they'd respond? What actions would I hope that they would take? What outcomes would I be rooting for? And for a little bit of character development, she might ask, why would the author actually put this person in that situation in said novel? What would this situation be teaching her? How will this situation make this person a better, more compassionate, kinder, stronger human being? To make this actionable, scan your life and find any areas where you feel like you are a little bit helpless. Anywhere where you feel sorry for yourself, anywhere where you're comparing yourself to other people, anywhere where you feel like you're not keeping up, anywhere where you are blaming other people. And then you want to craft your new story using those questions to paint yourself as the hero, to paint yourself as someone who grows out of that situation. Why me stories, victim stories don't serve you. Hero stories absolutely serve you. And human brains are wired for story. The next thing I would do is pick one area of focus for the rest of the year. With goal setting, it's a lot like juggling. The more things you have to juggle, the more likely you are to drop everything and give up. But a phenomenon that is wildly real is goal FOMO. It's like we really just don't want to miss out, and so we set 20 goals for ourselves. And inevitably, we fail at those 20 goals because no one can achieve 20 goals in a short period of time. And then, when we can't keep it all up, we blame ourselves. An alternative to this for the rest of the year is to pick just one area of focus. And the good thing about picking a focus area is that you're not getting attached to a specific outcome. You're not getting attached to a specific way of achieving that outcome. Having a focus area is very path flexible. So if your focus area is health, there are like 1,000 ways that you could improve your health. So many different paths that you could take. And when you create a focus area for yourself, you leave yourself open to changing paths whenever something doesn't feel right or something just doesn't work. Your focus area could be connection, it could be learning, it could be health, it could be mental health. The next thing I do is take on a creative project. I recently read a post that said, the meaning of life is close relationships, meaningful projects, and beauty. And I really felt that in my soul. And an essential tool for pretty much any creative project that I've been doing in the last few years is Canva, the sponsor of today's video. I use Canva Pro in some way for nearly everything that I do in my business because it's pretty much an all-in-one tool. You don't need to juggle multiple subscriptions and apps when you have Canva. You can plan and brainstorm using the collaborative whiteboard tool, use the magic write feature to help you with prompts and outlines, and then you can schedule and publish using the Canva Pro content calendar. All in the one app, all in the one subscription. Obviously, I love using Canva for video. You'll see Canva all over my videos on my channel. Whether you are creating training videos, product demos, onboarding videos, videos for social media, you can use their easy text animations or page animations to add a little something. And then you can use their drag and drop stickers from their huge library of elements to make your whole video way more engaging. They've also recently introduced a background eraser tool for video, which would be perfect for any kind of educational videos that you want to create. I also love using the photo editor tool, the background remover tool, amazing. The AI magic edit tool, incredible for thumbnails. Just the free version of Canva is so good. good, but the Canva Pro version comes with so many good little extras. I couldn't live without my Canva Pro subscription. You can get 45 days of Canva Pro for free using my link down in the description below and the code muchelleb. The next thing I would do if I was focusing on creating intentional, serious change in my life for the rest of the year is focus on micro changes. The mini behavior shifts that come alongside the traits you want to build. For example, you want to become more confident. A micro change could be looking people in the eye, smiling, saying hello, saying excuse me instead of sorry. These little changes seem really small, but when you practice them regularly, it becomes a domino effect. You start to see yourself as someone who does things that a confident or friendly, kind person does. Then you start to see yourself as more confident, kind, friendly. And the more you start to see yourself that way, the more you become that way. The next thing I would do if I wanted to change my life within the rest of the year is commit to a bounce back lifestyle. This is one of the most important mindsets that I have committed to in the past few years. And if you spend the rest of your year committing to a bounce back lifestyle, you will experience change. A bounce back lifestyle is a lifestyle where you accept that you will have slumps, that you will struggle, you will have bad days, you will have bad feelings, but knowing that you are deeply committed to always bouncing back. The more that you commit to a bounce back lifestyle, the more accepting you become of difficult feelings, difficult days, difficult experiences, flaws that you have. The more that you accept those things, the shorter they seem to last. So the first thing that you need to do to commit to a bounce back lifestyle is commit to the bit. Let go of the idea that you can ever be a perfect human being that never has slumps, bad days, hard times, unproductive times. The second thing you need to do to create a bounce back lifestyle is to create a toolkit of bounce back tools. Tools and strategies that you go back to over and over again when you want to bounce back. And the bounce back mindset isn't just about bouncing back when you're having a bad day. It's also about bouncing back when you fall off track with your habits and your routines, because that is inevitable. You're not a robot. You're probably not a deeply type A person if you're watching my content. So you are going to have good practices, routines, and habits that you love and adore that you eventually fall off of, because that's how things work. But when you're committed to the bounce back lifestyle, you're always going back to those routines and habits, revisiting them, reshuffling things around, and bouncing back. If you're like, I don't know what I could put in said toolkit, I'm going to create a whole playlist of videos that you can watch filled with ideas of strategies and things that you can put in your toolkit. This will include my video on emotional regulation that I released not that long ago, but also my videos on how to get motivated when you're just not feeling it. The next thing I would do if I wanted to change my life in the remainder of the year is pick a specific meditation that is a custom fit for what I want out of my brain. There's this really weird phenomenon with meditation where it's treated as like a blanket activity. People just say meditate, it's a good habit, as if every type of meditation has the same effects, but that's just not the case. Tanya Singer, who is a social neuroscientist, talks about how meditation is as complex as sports training. Asking what does meditation do to your brain is like asking what does sport do to your brain. Any expert would say, well, do you mean running, or do you mean swimming, or do you mean horse riding? Because those all do very different things to your body, and it's super similar with meditation. For example, loving kindness meditation is specifically going to help you with feeling more connected, more kind, more forgiving, more loving. Focused attention meditation, which is bringing your attention back to the breath. If you're an overthinker, a good meditation type. That's going to help you to let go of thoughts with more ease. Active meditation, so walking meditation, tidying meditation, a driving meditation, those are going to help people who are constantly in their head. And there are a bunch of different meditations outside of that that all do very different things. If you like this video, you're going to like my video on how to change your life, which is more focused on the strategies that you can use to create change in your life versus things that you can do. I'm gonna have that video linked on the screen as well as down below. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you soon.